Alright, so I'm here to do a comparison on two very similar boots that I would almost recommend to anyone that's used to wearing a traditional style soccer boot, or someone that's looking to try something new that's just very comfortable and a no-nonsense boot. So over here we have the Adipure 4 in the red and white colorway, and here I have the Tiempo Legend 4 in the white and red colorway. I'm going to start with the upper, both kangaroo leather, both extremely high quality, very comfortable, very supple, will mold to the foot, but they are kind of different. The Adipure 4 kangaroo leather is thinner, I would say, and it gives you more of a kind of barefoot feeling, and you can kind of feel the ball more. And if you feel the inside of it, like if you get your hand in there, on the inside of it, it's kind of like almost like a suede material, and there's nothing else to it. On the Tiempo Legend 4, rather, it's a thicker leather. It's you know, maybe more protective. Not really too sure on that part, but the inside has like almost like foam on the inside of it. It's like thicker, and you won't feel the ball as much. But it's just up to however you like it. It's just a preference. So you know, the whole boots, both of them, it's just down to preference. I can't say one of them's better than the other. They both have central lacing, so that's also, you know, a traditional thing. But the only other thing is on the Adipure 4s, it's leather, natural material all the way around, from front to back. Whereas on here, from this seam on, right here, it's Kangolite to the back, which will prevent stretching and is more waterproof. So, you know, if that's something you're looking for, then you might prefer the Tiempo Legend. The Adipure 4, on the other hand, it'll stretch all the way throughout because all of it's leather. I would say, though, that if you have a wide foot, like a very wide foot, the Tiempo Legend 4 would be a better choice, where the Adipure 4 will fit from like a narrow to a slightly wide foot, where the Tiempo Legend will fit pretty much all feet. Alright, so now I'm going to move towards the interior of the boot, which will consist of like the lining on the inside and the insole. On the Adipures, there's like a suede material on the inside, kind of hard to see, but it's a black suede material. It's pretty soft, and you know, it's very very comfortable if you ask me. On the Tiempo Legend, on the heel, there is a suede material, as you can kind of see there. That's even softer, but on the other parts, there isn't. But you really can't tell that much. So they're more or less the same in comfort as far as that goes. On the insoles, I'll show you here. This is the Nike Tiempo Legend insole. And on the Adipure insole, I have to say, the insoles that come with the Adipure, they're crap. Don't use them. I took these from an old pair of Reebok shoes, and I used them instead, and they're a lot better. They fit pretty well in the Adipure. And they are just kind of like an EVA foam material, kind of dirty. They're pretty old, and they do the job. Nike's insole, now you know it is brand new, but it's this also EVA foam with pour-on inserts in the front of the foot and in the heel. That is really soft. It's like the best insole you can have is with the Nike pour-on. It's in all Nike boots, and it's a very tacky material. Like your foot's not going to slip at all. It's going to give you very good grip. And I think it kind of looks cool, but you know that doesn't really matter because it's the inside of the shoe. So I would say Nike's insole is clearly better, but you know if you can find an insole that works, that fits in the Adipure, then I would go for it. By the way, I do want to throw in that if you are going to get an Adipure, which you know I would recommend, it is a really nice boot. Don't get the new 11 Pros that just came out. They're honestly they're terrible. I tried them on. They're not nearly as comfortable as the 4s or the 3s or any Adipure. I've tried all of them. They don't even use kangaroo leather, which I think is ridiculous for a heritage boot. It's not even a heritage boot anymore. They may have shaved some of the weight off of it, but it really doesn't matter. You can't tell that much. And I mean, it's mostly just synthetic on the back. It's just, it's not very comfortable. I would say really stick to the 4s or the 3s if you can find them. Anyway, so that's the insoles. Moving on to the sole plate. This is the standard Adipure sole plate. Up until the 11 Pros, obviously, they use this in all the Adipures. It's very solid. You're not going to slip in it. You won't feel any stud pressure. Bladed studs. I prefer bladed studs over conical which is kind of like why I like the sole plate on the Adipures better than the Tiempo Legends. So that's them. And on the Tiempo Legends, you have conical on the front. You can see it kind of has these little parts sticking out of it on the front to give you even more grip, as well as this little like mini studs on the bottom. I'm not sure how much that actually does. Has it on the back as well. And then they have like a bladed / conical mixture on the back. Like I said, they're both nice. They give you good traction, but I prefer bladed. You don't feel any stud pressure on either of them. So again, that's just up to you whether you prefer conical or bladed. I would say that the tongues on both of them I forgot to add. Both have like padding in them. On the Tiempo Legend, there's like a memory foam pad. I can't really show it to you. You can't really tell. But on the Adipures, it's, I don't want to say memory foam, but it's definitely backed and padded. So if you get stepped on there, you're not going to feel it as much, and you're not going to get this lace bite, which is like when you tie your laces too tight and it hurts along here. You know, outside of that, you know, there is something I'm forgetting. Okay, yeah, so two things actually. First of all, I want to talk about the heel cut. So you'll notice this is a very low profile on the Adipure. The heel is very low cut. So it kind of feels like your heel's almost slipping out sometimes. Once you get used to it, it's not a big deal, but it's just, you know, some things people notice. On the Legends, it is definitely higher cut. If you can kind of see, it rises above it on them. It is a higher cut, and sometimes that can seem more comfortable. So if you think that might bother you, you might want to go with the Legends. And then the last thing is shooting. As far as like shooting goes, one of them is not that much better than the other. But if you look on the Adipure, where the laces are, it's kind of like this extra layer of padding off of the boot. Like it kind of like starts right there on this part where the laces are. That's kind of like a harder, stiffer material, and I feel like when I shoot the ball, it kind of feels like a stronger, like less absorbent area to shoot the ball off. It doesn't absorb the energy as much. And I've just noticed the shot on the Adipure altogether just kind of seems like it's just overall harder and easier to control. Also, maybe due to the low profile, you can really get your foot under the ball. The Legends, there is no, you know, like other material where the laces are. It's just, you know, it's just kangaroo leather. And I think it'll give you a flatter surface, but I'm not a big fan of the shot on the Legends. So, you know, if you're looking for a boot that might give you a better shot, it may not make a difference, but I think the Adipures do have a little bit of an advantage in that regard. Outside of that, if you can find the Adipures online, they're probably for a really good price. So if you're trying to save some money, you can pick these up for like $80, even cheaper sometimes. I mean, you can find them for a really good deal. Like I said, don't go after the 11 Pros. I just think that they're just a terribly designed boot. Legends 4s, however, you know, I got these for about $140, but the retail price is like $160. I mean, you could wait till the price goes down, but they sell out pretty quick, so it's not as much as a bargain. I like them both. As far as looks goes, that's just whoever's wearing it, so, you know, I can't really form an opinion on that. I might like the Legends better, but, you know, they're just a lot newer, so it's kind of hard to base it off that, because, you know, these are pretty beat up. I've had these for like maybe 6-7 months, and the durability on them is really great. It's really good. The only problem I've been having is it's starting to peel off right there, like the leather's coming apart from the sole. But that's after 7 months, and it's hardly anything. I mean, they're almost in perfect condition. And I really like the looks of the Adipures too. So I can't really say anything about the durability on these. I've only used them for one indoor game. You know, no problems yet. I mean, a little bit of scratches on the back, can't even see them. But, you know, both solid boots, no nonsense, really soft kangaroo leather, both comfortable. You can't go wrong with either one. And they are my favorite boots that I have. I've worn Control 360s, I've worn Predators, I've worn Lasers. Haven't worn Vapors, but, you know, not my type of thing. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment. It's really appreciated. I am trying to get this channel off the ground, as hard as it seems. So, thank you. See ya.